Alright, let's add somebody else to the door of fame. This is actually my door of my bedroom, but today I'm going to add Stephen Moffat next to James Gunn because these are the persons I really look up to. And this door might be full in a few years, I'm not quite sure, but it's still very interesting. And today we're going to talk about something very interesting that this guy actually made. So let's go. So, today I'm going to talk about Joy to the World. This is the 2024 Christmas special of Doctor Who, written by the one and only Stephen Moffat. So, let's talk about the characters that will be and will appear in the episode. So, we obviously have the 15th Doctor, played by Ncuti Gatwa, the main protagonist who finds himself in the Time Hotel. Joy, played by Nicola Coughlan, a young woman who checks into the Time Hotel and becomes the Doctor's companion for the episode. On accident, obviously, she actually discovers the Doctor in her own hotel room, and the Doctor brings her along on this adventure. We have Trev, played by Joel Fry, a Time Hotel staffer who helps the Doctor out. The Silurian hotel manager, played by Jonathan Ares, one of the characters affected by the Starseed. Villain Guard, the returning villain with a nefarious plan. But we also have Angela, which is actually a manager of a present-day hotel. And she is actually from, I guess, the UK, and she helps out the Doctor when he is stuck on Earth for a year. In the episode, it gets explained, obviously, but she's a great character too, and I hope we'll get to see her one day again, because she was quite interesting, obviously. Locations: we have the Time Hotel, a futuristic hotel offering stays at different points in history. Like we have like the tent on the Mount Everest. Or even, I believe it was a B&B at the dinosaur or Crete period or whatever it was called. But there we go, we have the dinosaurs too. We have the 1940s Manchester, which is interesting, one of the historical settings the Doctor visits. But in 1940s Manchester, I believe there were bombings there. Like we've seen it literally in the first minute or two of the episode. I'm not quite sure. Obviously, I don't live in the UK. I'm not quite sure. Really, I'm not really delved into the war during that time. But I don't think the Germans actually did the Blitzkrieg in the 1940. Like I think it was like a bit later, like 1943 or something. But it said 1940. I'm not quite sure. Anyway. Obviously, this guy in the beginning named Basil, he just stands there while literally bombs are exploding next to him. Yeah, that was interesting to see. We also have the Orient Express in 1962, which is really interesting to see. Mount Everest, like I said, and the Sandringham Hotel where Joy checks in, and also Angela is the manager of. So very interesting. So the villain is Villain Guard, the returning villain with a plan involving a starseed that can control people and potentially destroy humanity itself. So Villain Guard, it's an interesting, obviously, villain. It's like a corporation, a mega maniacal corporation that only produces guns and stuff like that, which is really interesting, obviously. So there we go. Impact on the Doctor. The episode is emotionally impactful, as the Doctor forms a bond with Jo, who ultimately sacrifices herself to save humanity by becoming one with the Starseed. This leaves the Doctor devastated, but also deeply moved by her selflessness. Overall themes: this episode explored sacrifice, selflessness, and the power of love. It emphasizes the importance of the people we love and the impact they have on our lives, especially during the holiday season. It was interesting to see actually Joy to the World, because obviously I was really hyped to get another Doctor Who episode, and also Nicola Coughlan played in it. She's a great Irish actress, obviously with her very nice Irish accent too. But the thing was, I think I really wanted to get more of Joy, because she's a great character. Obviously, she's also a great actress, Nicola Coughlan. But I think, there was this part of the episode where the Doctor got stuck in the present day with Angela. Nothing wrong with Angela. She was also a great character. But when you actually see Joy after the Doctor is back in the Time Hotel, I guess the feeling and the emotional impact is lost, I believe, if that makes sense. I think it was a really interesting episode, but I'm not quite sure. He really wanted to get emotionally attached to Joy. Then she was gone for like a few minutes. Then she was, she was back. She returned. But obviously, you also had the story with Angela, and you also really got invested into that. And yeah, I guess it was interesting to say the least. But Stephen Moffat wrote an absolutely banger of an episode. Obviously, it was all over the place, to be honest. Maybe that was a bit of a con of this episode. But like, you saw the Time Hotel, it's a futuristic hotel. You got to see different examples of rooms, like the tent on the Mount Everest, the Orient Express, stuff like that. But the thing was, with the Time Hotel, there's always this secret door in different hotel rooms, or different places in the world, and this actually links up with Time Hotel. It makes like a dimensional rift, and make sure you get to stay in this hotel room. I'm not quite sure. It's interesting to say the least, but whatever. Yeah, but Stephen Moffat also really played with the locations. Like, the Doctor really needed to visit the Mount Everest again because he needed rope, and he saw that place, or he saw rope in the in the tent. Then he went to the Orient Express to actually open up a room, or a, what's it called, like a tomb, I guess, of a ancient, I don't know, place. And yeah, it was interesting to see the different adventures that the Doctor had in this episode too. It was like an episode with a runtime of 60 minutes or something. But yeah, really interesting. A lot of great characters, like I said. And obviously, at the end of the episode, Nicola Coughlan's character Joy sacrifices herself because she can't, stay alive anymore, because she's linked to the starseed, which is like a sun. It's like a tiny sun. It gets microwaved in this briefcase, and it blooms, I guess. So there we go, and the Flash will rise, stuff like that. And that was like the sentence that they said when the briefcase actually took hold of them. I think it was the starseed will bloom and the Flash will rise, something like that. But very menacing, truly. But yeah, I think it's a shame that Joy is gone. Obviously, we still have Angela, but I'm not quite sure she'll return, obviously. But another thing was, there were leaks, there were rumors that this episode was about the Star of Bethlehem, and that was also true. At the end of the episode, it gets explained that Joy sacrifices herself and brings joy to the world with the star. Like, I think it's like, it is supposed to be the Star of Bethlehem, but obviously it's also the Northern Star, I believe, in my theory. It's something that people look up to because it shines bright in the sky. You get me? Interesting take. Obviously, it was a very Doctor Who episode. Very Stephen Moffat too, with a lot of time travel shenanigans, which obviously he's great at. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm really glad that we had something, another episode on Christmas, because I really love Doctor Who. And I was so hyped, man. I really, really was. So there we go. There was also a little teaser announced for season 2. I'll break that down in another video of mine. So alright, go check it out if you want. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll check you later. Goodbye, everyone. Or should I say, allons-y. Let's go.